something and he's like driving around everywhere to promote the album. I called it a little bit, performative, and people are like, no, he's not, he's just real. Like,
DJ Akademiks said J. Cole's Honda Civic run is performative, and a lot of people agreed with him. Because guess what? He's right. But here's what people are missing. That doesn't make it fake, it makes it smart. The real conversation isn't whether it's performative or not. It's why that word makes people so uncomfortable. So let's get into it. Fans know J. Cole is rich. We know he has Lambos, access to private jets, $1 million mansions, the whole deal. So yes, driving a Civic and selling your album hand to hand is a choice, but performance isn't always deception. It's communication. Every rollout is theater. The question is, what is the message that's being sent? To understand the message, we have to talk about expectation, especially when it comes to Cole. Expectation is something that's weighed heavy upon his name. Cole is no stranger to the performative accusation. When he dropped Snow on the Bluff, backlash came quick. It was widely interpreted as a response to No Name. Some conscious black voices felt the song was defensive, patronizing, and said it missed the moment politically. The issue wasn't just a song, it was the people thought J. Cole was deeper and a stronger ally than the response suggested. Once you brand yourself as conscious, people hold you to a higher standard. The same expectation resurfaced during the Kendrick and Drake situation. Cole dropped a diss aim at Kendrick, then days later publicly bowed out of the feud.
Cause I got the world and I got my niggas like, what you gonna do, Cole?
A lot of fans didn't feel that something that a king of rap would do. If you're claiming the throne, you're supposed to fight like a fierce competitor when any challenger steps to you. You don't take yourself out of the game at the press conference, and when you brand yourself with confidence and conviction, that move felt like a contradiction. Once you brand yourself as the king, people expect you to fight like one, especially for the game that you said time and time again that you're ready to die for. Maybe not literally, but figuratively. So what we see here is that Cole isn't battling for authenticity. He's battling expectation. And that's exactly what makes his Honda Civic move so interesting. Cole is starting to show the people that he can read the room. Yes, he's missed in the past, but now, as we're in hard economic times, people are stressed about grocery, rent, gas. This is not the time for the over-the-top kingpin rap. Cole understands the national mood. He's showing growth. Flashy excess feels like a disconnect right now. Grounded symbolism feels timely. And this is exactly why the Honda Civic move works. Pulling up in a Civic says, I'm still one of y'all. Selling your album hand to hand says, I didn't forget about day one. Shit, I'm still out here hustling like it's day one. This reframes him from inconsistent competitor to accessible leader. That's repositioning. And another message that I think is being missed here, or angle that's not being explored, is that Cole is going to gain a lot of new fans from this album. There's some kids that have never heard him before, and this is going to be their first exposure to J. Cole, at least an entire album. And I feel like the messaging to the newcomers, especially the kids who are inside all day consuming content, watching life instead of living it, everything is filtered, optimized, and monetized for them. Showing himself hopping in an old Honda Civic, driving cross country and selling music stop to stop with his friends and reminiscing about dreaming of being at the top one day in this beat up Honda Civic is very strong messaging. I had the privilege of watching Wiz Khalifa's day-to-day in high school as a young aspiring rapper, and I remember how much that meant to me. Coming home every day or weekly trying to see, what is Wiz Khalifa getting into this week? What adventures is he on? What chicks is he hollering at? What was this tour stop like? What was that tour stop like? It was very inspirational to me, and I feel like Cole is going to be providing that to kids in a way, and showing them that life doesn't always have to be glamorous.
I heard y'all pulling up. I don't know if that was y'all or the nigga that was riding the tricycle.
It's like he's a real dude. He's just in the whip with his homies driving cross country. Sometimes it might be breaking down on them, whatever little problems they run into. It's just real life, man. And it might inspire someone to do the same. And, for those young rappers that are hustling and, their grind is maybe the independent route that maybe, you know, one day this will all work out and you'll be able to do something like this, pull a stunt like this, and it won't be out of necessity, but out of, you know, giving back to the people that put you in position to call yourself the king of the sport that you love. That's not just promo. That's an experience. That's the kind of story that you could reminisce on 20 years later. That's real life, not just a rollout strategy. You got to think Cole is a person. One day he's going to be chopping it up with his homies or his grandkids about how he went on this rollout.
Be the president, please. What's up, bro? Question. You listen to rap?
Yo, can I call my mom?
Hell yeah.
Mom. Guess what?
Yeah. What?
Guess who just stopped me walking out of class?
Hi, Mom.
Fucking God.
Which brings me to authenticity. Authenticity isn't pretending you're broke. It's showing awareness. Cole isn't lying about who he is. He's choosing how he shows up for his fans.
He jumped out the van and he dapped me up, nigga.
I love that shit for you, bro. Bro, give me a hug. Bro. I love that shit for you, gang.
Now, to be fair to Akademiks, he does acknowledge this is a great look for Cole. He praises Cole as a man of the people, calls him personable and approachable, but then he says that this Honda Civic move feels pretentious.
Him being in the vehicle at all is to bring back nostalgia, which I believe that's a little bit pretentious, but it's okay.
And that's where my ears begin to perk up, because what's wrong with pretentiousness? Why is hip hop only allowed to be rough, gritty, and rugged? I respect the tradition, but why is that the lane that we honor the most? Why can't hip hop also be pristine? Why can't it aim for marble level art with museum grade presence and intention? Other genres are allowed to choose beauty, elegance, and abstraction. Hip hop gets side-eyed for even trying.
I think the magic of music, I think we've kind of forgotten that a little bit. I think we've so kind of used music for a lot of the different. Yeah.
Dude, and I get, if I mention something like, oh, we lost it, I get called old head now. I get called, like, you get called pretentious if you show some type of passion for this thing you genuinely care about. And I'm just like, what the fuck are you dumbass niggas on right now, bro? Like, what is the what are we talking about? Like, what are we actually talking about?
And let's be real, this is how greats become legends. This is why I commend Drake for having the audacity to make a house album. It was a risk, it got mixed reviews, but it was still an artist saying, I'm not boxed in by expectations. And for the people out there thinking I'm Drake over Kendrick, after I attended the Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers concert, I told everyone to go and see that show. It was historical. I hope they're recording it and it's being shown in museums one day. That's how prolific it was. And this part of the video is a bit personal for me because I was at UC Berkeley arguing with my sociology professors that hip hop is not a low form of art. It's a high form of art. When I hear Beethoven on the track with Future playing that piano at a classical grade level, there's nothing about that that is low. It's high. And if you need another example, I believe the greatest rapper of all time is Kanye West, and his superpower is being able to reinvent himself time and time again and making timeless music. So much so that even while his life is mirrored in controversy, his album, The Graduation, was the most streamed album of 2025. That's all that I need to tell you. So to bring this back to Cole, I feel like this is a legacy move. This isn't about streams. This isn't about headlines. This is about memory. How will Cole be remembered? After the snow on the bluff backlash, bowing out of the beef, questioning his competitive spirit, he does this. He slows down, he reconnects, and he recalibrates. Yes, it's performative, but it's the right performance at the right time. Not everything needs to bleed to be real. Sometimes the most radical move is refinement. And that's what Cole has given us. All right, folks, that's all for now. Tap back in for the next one. Appreciate your time. Like, subscribe, and hype up this video. Let's get it.
See me playing, getting his buddy, nigga.
J. Cole, new album about to drop.
What?
J. Cole, his album about to drop, bro.
J. Cole.
Yeah.
Jermaine.
Yeah.
Cole.
Yes.
The real is back, the bill is back, Flo Banana is here. Peel this back.
Yes.